Hello, people. Trinity here. I just thought I would not preach necessarily today because I just don't feel led to today. But I do want to tell you a story that uh, that hit me sometime last night while I was sleeping, and it was this one about I don't know, 2017. Yeah, 2017. It was spring, summer, somewhere in there. Or no, maybe it was. No, it was 17 because I remember um, because we had my um, my grandfather's funeral right after. But yeah, I remember going to um, Lost Canyon for camp that year. One of the last years I was there. I haven't been there for since 2019. Anyway, here's the story. I'm sitting there one night, and I'm sitting around the campfire, whatnot, and this lady comes up to me, and I'll never forget it. She looked at me and she went, "You look like you're a heavy metal guy. You look like you're into that um, extreme music. Can I have some advice?" I said, "Sure." And she said, "Well, my daughter is into this band called Morbid Angel." And I said, "Oh boy." She said, do you know about them?" I said, "Yeah, I used to listen to them a lot. Not so much anymore, but a lot when I was younger." And I said, "Why? What's going on?" She said, "Well, my daughter just discovered those guys, and she's buying all their albums. She's listening to all their albums in my house." I said, "Ho ho ho! Wait a minute. In your house?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "For one, she shouldn't be listening to that in your house if that makes you uncomfortable. That's dishonoring you. You should not allow that." Um, I said, "I listened to them for years. I know what they're about. Um, you know, tell her to go, go to a friend's house if you want to listen to that stuff. Don't listen to it here. And if she's got any respect for you, she will do that." And she asked me point blank at that point, if I still listen to them. And I'll be honest, guys, I sometimes do. Now, hear me out, because, they have a certain guitar tone that I like. They have a certain sound to their music that I have always loved. And that is the only reason. And, I don't listen to them every day or anything. It's a once in a while thing, when I wanna just listen to some old school, just flat out, drag out, just death metal. No bones, just straight death metal. And hopefully she took my advice and her daughter doesn't listen to it in her house anymore. But yeah. But I felt really, 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 really special at that point, that I thought, I'm really glad that, people are asking me for advice and stuff like that. I mean, people used to do that a lot, and I never really got used to it, because there's some things that you should not get used to, especially when it comes to God. You want to keep being amazed by God. You want to keep being wowed by Him. You want to keep researching Him. You want to don't treat Him like He's an old rag, just to throw away and to to look at every once in a while and go, oh, I should clean that up, or I guess I could put it like this: don't look at your Bible and say, I should read that someday, or I should, I should just pick that up and never do it. If you say you're going to do something, do it. That's what God has always taught me. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Be serious about it. Don't whiffle waffle. Don't, I mean, don't whiffle waffle. Because if you do, it's not going to be pretty for you. And the reason I said that I still listen to them every once in a while is because I do. I'm just being honest about it. I do. But it's, like I said, it's not every day. It's not an everyday thing. It never was. Never will be. But I always like that death metal guitar tone that they have. I mean, there's a lot of death metal out there that has different guitar tones that other people like, but you know, there's a specific tone that band actually has that I don't know, I just love. But anyway, yeah, I hope that lady had a good talk with her daughter about it, and I just thought it would be like a good, I guess you could say, Trinity story time thing today. But yeah, yeah, and I don't do it because I want to go to the edge and see how far I can push God to where I'll fall off the edge. No. I just enjoy music. That's pretty much it. And I'm honest about it. And if you can't be honest with your audience, you can't be honest with people, then you shouldn't be in this line of work. Period. That's just my take on it. But yeah, there's your story for the day. I love y'all, and if you ever find yourself in that situation, don't allow your kids to blatantly disrespect you like that. Don't be afraid to sit them down and talk to them and say, look, because that's what my mom did with me. She sat me down, she said, look, I don't mind you listening to that stuff as long as you're spiritually maturing and growing, and you're not stagnating and all that stuff, which I think it's really important to talk to our kids about certain types of music and stuff like that, to not necessarily to stay away from it, but to warn them about certain things like that. Like I said, I don't do it every day. I don't listen to it every day. But I just enjoy that guitar tone that they have on their albums. I always have, always will. And if that makes any of you uncomfortable, that's okay. I'm not hurt by it. But I hope that we could learn from each other, and I hope that we can, be friends. And I just hope that you can stick with me, because I love each and every one of you. And I thank you for sticking with me, each and every one of you. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.